Yo, let's check in. Gotta check in if you come from this part of the city. You gotta check in. You gotta check in with beats. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check in, son. All right, let the stragglers get in. Let the stragglers get in. Let the stragglers get in, and let the madness begin. All right, let's get it. Let's get this. So good. Okay. Virtuoso, it's good, bro. All right. Let's go. Let's go back to doing some bars. Let's give you some J with the damage at first. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some bars. Not everybody likes it, but they don't count, do they? You want to front what? Jump up and get bucked. If you're feeling lucky, duck, then press your luck. I snatch fake gangster MCs and make the faggots flambe. Your non-spray. My mind spray. Malignant mist that leave the comp defunct. The results, you'll remain stuffed in a car trunk. You couldn't come to the jungles of the east, popping that yang. You won't survive, get live. Catching wreck is a thing. I don't gang bang. We'll shoot out gang bang. The relentless lyrics, the only dope I slang. I'm a true master. You can check the credentials because I choose to use my infinite potential. Got a freaky flow. Control the mic like Fidel Castro locked Cuba. So deep that Yakuba Duba Dubba dive members under the results land the tubas of accumulated honeys all across the map. Cause I'd rather bust a nut than bust a cap in your back. I'm a Mac, so I don't have to toe the Mac. My attack is purely mental, so it's not nature to hate. All right, let's go. Messed it up. You know what I mean? Like I just got that last part there, man. That's so good. So good. We go in the building. Guzzy, Anthony Mackin. Gotta finish the bars, man. Gotta finish the bars. Right. Scuba dive. Control the mic like Fidel Castro lock Cuba. So deep that you could scuba dive. I can't get that beat. I was about to do that. Big up Jay Really Davido. That was one of the best raps of that year. That was one of the best raps. You got that little tricky bit there. What do you say there? He says, so deep that you can't scuba dive. Well, scuba so deep that you can't scuba dive. Wow, that's deep, man. I can't get that beat. You see, if I weren't reading it, if I did it off the top of the head without reading it, I would have made a mistake. See, when you read it, reading is cheating. Reading is cheating. Um, Anthony Mackin, what's up? Virtuoso, Major K. Dot, do you think Fury will retire? Yeah, if Usyk gives them hands here, he'll definitely retire. Guzzy was good. Will he get to December though? Is the question. Will he make it till December? Beauty of the pencil, what's good? That's the question. Will he get there? Such a short turnaround, isn't it, for Fury? Like from May till December, 2 back-to-back fights with Usyk. I don't get any confidence from Frank Warren or Team Fury. John Fury totally silent. What's this? The silent. We're working diligently. You know what I mean? Is that what they're trying to give off? The deadly silent shit. The Furies don't do deadly silent shit. You know what I mean? You can't change a player's game in the 9th innings. Or can you? I don't know. I don't know, Fury. I'm not sure at all. December works against Fury. Bob Arum said New Year because he knew what time it was. Yeah, I mean, he knew what time it was. How can we not beat Leicester City, man? Season just started and I'm frustrated with football already. Already frustrated. Leicester City, man. I don't get it, man. Frustrated already, man. I don't know what to say. If you can't beat Leicester City, it's just like, it's horrible. 1-1 with Leicester City. That's just crazy, man. Madness, rude boy. Yeah, it could be Fury's last hurrah, you know. We're looking at Fury's last hurrah. He ain't fighting Anthony Joshua. Anyone thinks that Fury's fighting Anthony Joshua, you're drunk. You're drunk. You know what I mean? Nah, fight no Anthony Joshua, bro. You know what I mean? Catch the beating, catch the hands. Styles make fights. Joshua gives him a way worse. But listen, man. Joshua catch you with that left hook that Usyk threw. You don't get out of the 9th. You don't get out of the 9th. You don't get out of the 9th unless you have serious survival instincts. You know what I mean? You'd have to be doing what Pulev. You see how Pulev got out of the 3rd round? Remember when AJ did punch it and he turned around, which should have been a quittage, really. Remember that. Remember that. Pulev had to turn around. Pulev had to turn around, bro. You don't get out of the round, Fury. You don't get out of the round. One of them counter rights, straight down the pipe, left hook from AJ. You don't get out of the round, rude boy. You're not getting out. You're not getting out. And AJ can land them shots. He can land them shots. He can land them shots on Fury. You know what I mean? All AJ has to do is keep his belief, and he has a great shot. Not a sure thing. It's not a sure thing that AJ beats Fury. But if he just keeps the belief that a lot of us have that he can win that fight, oh, he does some serious damage. Some serious damage. I'd love to see it. I would love to see Anthony Joshua end Tyson Fury's career. I would love to see that. That would be beautiful. Nothing against Fury, but I'd just like to see it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You don't want that work with Usyk, man. Doesn't want that work with Usyk. You see, these guys have to take hard fights now, man. All that, you know what I mean? These big talking, saying this guy's shit and that shit. Now you all got to put up or shut up. You know what I mean? See, Wilder fight 2 quality opponents like he's not accustomed to on the PBC. Mr. S says poor Daniel's going to be dribbling after the fight. Well, he's there to try and compete. He's there to try and compete. He's in the form of his career. You know what I mean? But I'm with you guys. I don't see him beating Joshua. I don't see it. I don't see Martin Bakole beating Joshua. I don't see him beating him. Until I'm proven wrong, I don't see Zhang beating Joshua. You know what I mean? Until I'm proven wrong. But most of them kind of like, obviously the longer he fights, yeah, someone can beat him. No doubt. Anyone can get beaten. And he's been beaten. He's been beaten 3 times. He's beatable. But it just depends on the night. If he has an off night, it could be Daniel. Daniel's got he's got, what would I say he has? He's definitely got he's got a good punch variety, not the greatest defense. Good jab, double jab, innit? He's moving a bit better. I don't know about that defense though. He's moving better offensively to get in position to punch. He's doing that better, but defensively, he's not quite there. Not quite there. You know what I mean? Like Filip Hrgovic's conditioning was absolutely shocking. Yeah. Head stiff like a statue, says Mr. S. Kelvin Usyk is the only guy who really beat AJ. Ruiz got lucky in Madison Square Garden. Well, he took his chance. So I don't know about lucky. He took his chance. I mean, can't like if he got off the canvas to hurt Joshua like that, it can't really be luck. I mean, he showed a lot of grit, didn't he? I mean, the fight lost. The fight lost, and he pulled it back in that round. I can't say it was lucky. I won't say it was lucky. That was impressive, man, the way he did that. Because, like, most people get knocked down like that against Joshua. They don't get through the fight, man. And, I mean, he turned that run around. Anthony Mackin, has anyone seen Hrgovic recently? Hrgovic, to me, doesn't look enthusiastic to box. He never has for his pro career. I haven't seen that spark. I haven't seen a spark at all for his career in no fight, including the fight he lost, including the close fight he had with Zhang. I've never seen the spark. I've never seen the spark. He was someone who was supposed to do something, and I think a lot of the media and fans, myself, you know what I mean, we held on to this idea that surely he's going to show up one of these fights, and it's just not happened, has it? He hasn't shown up. Where's the impressive performance? What's the best performance of Filip Hrgovic's career? It's probably Dubois. Then he got stopped. It's probably that fight there because he was doing well early. The Zhang fight, he was supposed to clean Zhang up. Let's not forget, yeah, Zhang was about the 8th or 7th option. Remember, let's not forget, Martin Bakole pulled out of that eliminator with Filip Hrgovic. Now, maybe he didn't feel he was getting compensated for the fight, and him and Billy Nelson turned it on right. But the facts remain the facts. They turned it down. Tony Yoka, Michael Hunter, And several more people turned down that fight. Yeah. Kelvin said AJ got greedy and rushed to take out Ruiz. That's why he got caught with a temple shot. Yeah, well, I mean, that's not Ruiz's problem, is it? Not Ruiz's problem, mate. Ruiz is there to capitalize on you getting greedy or making mistakes. You know what I mean? One thing no one's never accused me. Beats never made an excuse for no fighter who he supported losing. Never made an excuse for them. Never did. Never did. No excuses. No excuses. That was Andy Ruiz's night. It is what it is. Guzzy says Don Charles has helped Dubois a lot, in his opinion. Yeah, he seems to be reacting pretty well to the Don Charles factor. Has to be said. Sometimes what a fighter needs is to cut. I mean, AJ reacting very well to the Ben Davison factor, isn't he? Yeah. Huh. Rough and rugged, shine like a gold nugget. Every time I pick up the microphone, I drug it, unplug it on chumps. With the gangster babble, leave your nines at home and bring your skills to the battle. You're rattling on and ain't saying nothing. That's why you got snuffed when you bump heads with Dirty Rotten. Have you forgotten? I'll tap your jaw. I also kick like Kung Fu flicks by Ron Shaw. Made floors bleed every time I G'd. Cause I perfected my drunken style like Sam Seed, pseudo psycho. I play like Michael Jackson when I'm busting ass and breaking bats in hell. The purified aroma, breathe too deep and you wind up coma. Toast the king, I'm hard like a fifth of vodka. And bring your click, cause I'm a hard rock knocker. I gotcha. Out on the limb, about to push you off the plank, let you draw your crowns, but you burn the shot blanks. When the east is in the house, you should come quit. Toby Bartlett. Ronnie Shields should blame himself. Big up Toby, big up Lisa, big up Mr. S. Who were those boxers in the thumbnail of the live stream you did a lot for? They're in the thumbnail now. What, Roy, Mercer, and Riddick? Olympians, 88 CL Olympics. Indeed. Or was you talking about the older ones, Anthony? You talking about the older guys who were jogging? I think you could be talking about them guys. I'll try and draw them up. If I don't break my camera up and my flipping my mouse. Tell you. What I need to do now, innit? What we need now, innit? Oh, the older guys jogging. Yes, yes, indeed. That is Alex Buxton. Alex Buxton and his three brothers. Alex Buxton was the British middleweight champion, I believe, between 1944 and 45. All his brothers were pro fighters. They all fought on one card at one time, and they all won on one card. I can't remember where it was. Yeah. He fought, not Sugar Ray Robinson, he fought Randy Turpin lost to Randy a couple of times. Challenged for the British Light Heavyweight Championships as well. He was mixed race. I didn't realize he was mixed race for all that time, man, since I began picking up the old boxing news as a little whippersnapper. I always heard that name, Alex Buxton, in the old timers corner. And I always assumed he was a white dude. And then I was watching some old school boxing. I was watching Dennis Andrews in a few fights. I can't remember who it was, but it was a Harry Holland promotion. And the commentator paid tribute to Alex Buxton. And he was there. This was in the 80s. He was still alive. And I'm looking, I said, Alex Buxton? I said, yeah, you know what I mean? You look like a black man. And I did more research. Yeah. Yeah, he died in 2004, 78 years of age. Born 1926 in Watford. Yeah. Wow, man. Alex Buxton. One of his brothers, I think, was a light heavy, or middle. One of them was a lightweight. I'm trying to find their names, but I can't find a page. One sec. I was going to do a little piece on it in one of the uploads. I probably still will. At sometimes. Okay, I don't like Wikipedia, man. I don't know what it is about Wiki. They got dodgy material, man. Like sometimes you go to Wiki and anyone could have written the material. Sometimes you're better off just going to an old paper extract and, you know what I mean? Okay, someone could have frauded it, but it's unlikely they're going to. You know what I mean? Wikipedia is the place where you can get dodgy information on stuff. You know what I mean? I've got a lot of dodgy information on boxing through Wikipedia, you know? Yeah. An interview with Alan Buxton remembers the successes of the Buxton brothers and growing up in Watford. Yeah, they're from Watford. Okay, let's see if I can. All right, there's one of the brothers getting married here. Right. This slide. I was trying to show you the slides, but it's not very good. It's not very good at all. One sec. Let's see what I can do. Right. What do you guys think of Canelo? Canelo wants to put a rehydration clause and get paid $200 million to fight David Benavidez. Anyone who support, that's the difference, man. I've heard some people who don't like the channel. You're cool people fanboy. You're fanboy, yeah. Dude, I've never asked no fighter I support to get concessions and privileges like that. Never. Why should you get 200 mil and be able to put a flipping rehydration course? Why should you get paid all that money and the game is about risk reward? And you are limiting your risk reward as much as possible in what is basically like a disadvantaged handicap fight for David Benavidez. No, bro. No. You can't get 200 million and make the man take rehydration clauses. No. And anyone who pays for it is a sucker. I don't care how much you like him. I don't care if he's Mexican and you're Mexican. I don't give a shit. Damn out of order. Damn out of order. Yeah, okay, this is Alan. That's Alan Buxton there getting married. I don't know which one that is. Okay, they look like they had their own business people. Look, a little transport van there. Look like they had their own business. That's the brothers. That's the picture Anthony's talking about. I don't know which one is which. I know Alex is on the far left. Alex Buxton is on the far left. He's on the far left. That's his old man. And that's his mum. Okay, that's his dad. Dad. I can't remember what country his dad came from. I don't know if his dad fought. There we are, man. Watford. That's his old man. And the landlord of the Queen's Arms. Claude Burton. I think his dad was an army man of some kind. Right, that's Alan Buxton with his sister, Doris. Wow. That's a little family album tribute. I ain't even seen that myself, to be honest with you. I love old school shit, man. I love old school shit. Anymore. I think have they all passed? That's Watford Art History. On Facebook page, there was a bit more information, but I can't find that page. Is that it there? This could be it. This could be it, people. This could be it. There's some information on it as well. Okay. Right. From left to right. You guys still with me? Let me see. Yeah, I think you are, yeah. From left to right, we've got Alex Buxton, British light heavyweight champion. Yeah, he was light heavyweight champion as well. From 1954 to 1955, actually. Right. Alan Buxton was a welterweight. That's the guy we saw getting married. He's second from the left. Alan. Laurie Buxton was a welterweight. He's in the dark jacket. And Joe Buxton is a middleweight. Suffice to say, they were a formidable quartet. The best known and most popular family in Watford at the time. Their father, Antiguan-born Claude Buxton, was the first black man in Watford who, during his time with the British Ambulance Brigade, now he was with the ambulance, he wasn't the army, met his wife Edith, a white woman from Bushy. Together they raised their 4 sons and 1 daughter. The brothers fought many times at Watford Town Hall, with all appearing and winning on the same card on 27th of September 1949. A cast iron brotherhood forever cemented in time as the Buxton brothers. Yeah, man. Big up the Buxton brothers. You know what I mean? Did their thing, innit? Big up Jerome. Big up Case K. Big up. Beat 2 wins Anthony Joshua versus Bakadir Jalalov. I'd probably pick Joshua. He hasn't really done anything in the pros, has he? Jalilov. He won a couple of gold medals. He is obviously quality, but we'll see, innit? We'll see. Can't tell until he's fought the opponents that Joshua's fought. You know what I mean? Can't tell how good he is. You know what I mean? Can't tell. Yeah, Kelvin said Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz, Bacoli, Tony Yoka, Michael Hunter. Yeah, all swerved Hrgovic before Zhang took the fight. Yeah, it was a whole lot of them, like you're saying there, all them guys you named. Yeah. Yeah, see, the Buxton used to run Watford before AJ, eh? Other fighters who come from Watford. OJ Abrahams, the welterweight. You guys probably won't know who he is. He was a journeyman, but you know what I mean? He had a bit of a punch. A bit of a geezer. I actually know him. Kelvin said, I didn't pick a winner for Wilder versus Fury. Fury won, but after seeing how it played out, I knew Fury got Wilder's number. Yeah. Mr. S, I don't always get it right, but sometimes the odd makers don't have a clue. Bacoli won me some change the other day too, but then I bet on Ruiz Crawford to win by stoppage. Lost my winnings. It's life, isn't it? Yeah, that's the gambling game, man. Yeah, I mean, that's the gambling game. If you probably didn't read my report, I said I'm not picking Ruiz or Miller because of Andy's activity. It's a fight Andy should have won easily. You can see in the early rounds, Andy's hand skills are just too sharp and fast for Jarrell. But he just, you know what I mean, like his punch output just died. Said he was injured or whatever. But yo, you take 2 years out and you're not known for your great work ethic. I'm not picking you. How can I pick you? That's a fight he should have won easy. Should have been not. He shouldn't. I don't think he could have knocked him out, but he should have outpointed Jarrell easy. He should have at least. There's no way someone of Andy Ruiz's ability doesn't bag 6 rounds of Jarrell Miller in a 10-rounder. You must bag 6 rounds of him easy, like easy work. Remember the LDBC was saying that Jarrell Miller was going to beat Joshua. If that fight went through, he wouldn't have beat Josh. He got no power. I mean, and it's all talk. It's all Brooklyn, man. That's all it is. Just mouth. It's mouth boxing. Mouth boxing. That's all it is. He talks a good fight. He's one of them guys. You know what he'll do? He'll scare people, certain people, by talking. If you allow him to. Yeah, we've been in the aisles a long time, Anthony. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do a piece on it, Anthony. Definitely need to do a piece on it. Definitely need to do a piece. You know what I mean? I agree. We'll do a piece on it. Just put it in one of the segments. But I was planning to do another journey of black boxers in Britain. I was planning to do another part, and it could go in there possibly. You know what I mean? That was one of the more popular videos I did back in the day. The journey of black boxers in Britain. And then, you know what I mean? Like, after I finished it, I realized there was so much I missed out on. But you can only cover so much. You know what I mean? Yeah. Romans had African soldiers at Hadrian's Wall, dividing Scotland and England. Tom Jones, Shirley Bassey, and a lot of Welsh people have black blood in them too. Yeah, it's been often said that Tom Jones has black blood. It's been often said. I remember when a TV presenter back in the day, was quite popular. I forgot who it was though. He went over to America and he was speaking to the Hebrew Israelites, and they were saying that Tom Jones is black. They said that, is it Cameron Diaz is black? I mean, but you know, sometimes the Hebrew Israelites are a bit over your head in it. So it's some of it is true stuff what they're saying, but some of it is like, you sure, mate? Sure you got your information right, mate? Yeah, the daddy was Antiguan. Yeah. Anthony Mack and Mr. S. Don't let the English nationalists and proper and paganists hear you say that too loud. Well, what did he say? Jerome said, I remember going to watch a fight in Watford Town Hall a few years back. Okay. Big up, Lisa. They saved the whole original man thing, Timbuktu, Kemet, and Egypt until season 2. Yeah, the Buxton clan, man. And you know something, right? It's weird, isn't it? He fought Randolph Turpin, and they themselves, up in Buckinghamshire, it was Randolph, Dick Turpin, and they had another brother who boxed. It was about 3 or 4 of them, actually. It was about 3 or 4 of them. Yeah. 3 or 4 of them, man. Let's see if I can get all the names. The browser. See if I can do that. Put on the glasses. Right. The Turpin brothers boxing. Right, you see them 3? See 3 of them there? The 3 of them there, sir. I can see Dick Turpin. I think one was named Leo. Well, let me get it right before I commit to the. Let's see. Yeah, it was Dick Randolph Turpin, and Jackie Turpin. Yeah, they're from Warwickshire and Leamington Spa. Get the hook up. Simon says, get the hook up. Throw your hands in the air. Brooklyn in the back, shooting cracks. Yo, what's up? Girlies, rub your. I said, rub your New York City shitty committee. Pity the fool that act up within the midst of the calm and witty. Where you at? Uptown, let me see him. Notorious for the far fives in the BM. Heads give you beef, you put them in the mausoleum, and shit don't start jumping till after 12 p.m. Ignorant minds are free. And if you're tired of the same old disagreeing, the most R-rated stated the best, said the God made it. Some even might say the song is sexist, as I ask the ladies to rub on the Whether around the crane or the Lexus, this is the exorcist, this is the joint. You're holding up the wall and you're missing the point. All right, let's see if we can find it. Where can I find it? Where can I find it? Where can I find it? If you stop buffering for a sec, then I'm able to read it. Right. Warwick born black British world champion Randolph Turpin and his color bar breaking brother Dick received long overdue national recognition. Get lost. Get lost. Yeah, they were born in the 20s in Warwickshire. And then they spent much of their time in neighbouring Leamington Spa. Dick, Randolph, and Jackie. Yeah. Like Dick Turpin is the first black athlete to win a British title of any kind. Of any kind. Although it's a bit confusing because, you know, like they say Dick was the first to win a British title, but you've got Andrew Jepter. He won the British title. But you see, he won it in 1930s in the welterweight in Whitechapel. But how it used to break up lads back then, like, right? You had the National Sporting Club in Covent Garden, right? And they had all their champions in there. Lonsdale Bell, right? Lord Lonsdale, National Sporting Club. And then you go to East London and you had the Wonderland. They'd have their champions, Whitechapel and them sides. And you go up, where is it now? West Country, Plymouth. The Plymouth had, what did they have again? So you got Wonderland, the National Sporting Club, and Plymouth had, what was it called again? They had their champions up there as well, where they held cards. I can't remember what it's called now. I tell you what, my memory is taking a bit of a hit recently, man. I'm not even lying. Man. I used to know all this stuff off the top of the head. But in Plymouth, they had it as well. So I think the discrepancy is either over the color bar or does it count because he was a Wonderland. He was fighting for the Wonderland. I'm not sure. Because you could only win the Lonsdale belt if you fought for the National Sporting Club. You couldn't win the Lonsdale belt if you fought the Wonderland or the Plymouth. What's it called in Plymouth again? I can't believe I forgot that, man. Bad memory. Mr. S says, Dopino for frightened. Yeah, tell him. Dopino, ooh for frightened and ooh for steer from. True words. True words. Case said, Cameron Diaz, the actor. Cuban or part Cuban. Is that so? Case K. People forget some Cubans look black like us. Some look native and some white with blonde hair and green eyes. Yes, yes indeed. Big up Lisa. Tell them to hit that like button. What's the club in Plymouth called? They've got a gym. They've got a gym named after the organisation who held the fights. Jerome Benjamin, Dick Turpin, the original highwayman. Stand and deliver your money or your life. Lisa Bell's Farrell March. Indeed, indeed. Farrell March, man. Emphatic mimicry. He said, beats having a stroke. Was my rapping that bad? Alex Bellotti, beats. Who do you think will be on the Monte Carlo matchroom card date announced, but with no fighters? Shakur versus Cordina. Shakur said he started camp today. Cordina has hinted to that as well. Yeah. I haven't got a clue. So what? Shakur's going to be fighting in Monte Carlo. All right. Yeah. Well, Joe said he's going to move up, innit? I've got no problem with the fight. They should probably make it non-title, though. You know, how did he fight for the title after that last performance? And he's up against it, man, because what he's got to realize is Kakache took chances. Yeah? He got hit and rocked himself a couple of times. He took chances to get that stoppage. So if Shakur is anything like we've seen him box so far, there's a good chance he doesn't get the stoppage because he's going to do enough not to pick up the majority of the punishment, but he lands the majority of the scoring punches. And how's that going to play out to the media? They're going to say, oh, you're boring if you don't get Joe out of there. Because Kakache and Cordina was a barnstormer. I don't know if anyone's forgot that. It wasn't just like a one-sided fight. Cordina was playing rock'em sock'em robots with him a bit. You know what I'm saying? Sylvester, what's up? Toby says, my dad's mate was called Randy Wall after Randolph Turpin winning the title. Not a bad way to get your name, I guess. Yeah, man. Big up Randy Turpin. Randolph. Wow. Yeah. Toby Bartlett. Kelvin, I missed your comment earlier. I just read it. Yeah, I thought Ronnie should have blamed himself when he said it because his fitness has nothing to do with Eddie's matchmaking. Who are we talking about there? Anthony Mackin, he said, I recently discovered that a black footballer captained the Scottish national team in the 19th century, Andrew Watson. I think I heard that myself, you know, as well. I think the first black player to play in Britain, did he play for Tottenham actually? Could he play for Tottenham? Did you know that Joe Louis, the world heavyweight champion, was on the books of Liverpool FC? Did anyone know that? Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, was on the books of Liverpool FC. Yep. Yep. Big up DJ Randall. Who's big up DJ? Who's DJ Randall? What genre of music? DJ Randall. It doesn't ring a bell. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. Jungle, drum and bass. Okay, big him up, man. Big him up. I used to like Jungle, you know. I really used to like Jungle. It was so creative, man. So creative. The way he took that breakbeat, man. I manipulated it. 170 to 180 BPMs. Jungle was really good, man. Really good. Really good. And a lot of the hip hop guys who went over, they took the time stretch to the samples. They done a great job on Jungle. Has to be said, man. They done a really good job. Aaron Daly, what's up, Aaron? He says salute beats for the consistent high quality and unbiased videos and lives that you pump out. Appreciate it. Sometimes you wonder, do they appreciate, you know what I mean, the work? But they do. And I appreciate that. It says yourself, October Red and Bass the Kid are the only ones putting in top class boxing content. Yeah, big up both them uploaders, man. October Red and Bass the Kid, big both of them up. You know what I mean? Indeed. Otesh, what's good? Proof exposed. Javante Tank Davis needs Turkey Al Sheik to make Shakur Stevens for fight. No money. Yeah. Of course it's coming to that time there, man. Probably coming to that time, Blue Blood. Yeah. Yeah. PBC can't make them fights. Look, why weren't they making them fights before? They said piracy issues. People stealing the pay-per-views. You know what I mean? If Tank is like making 3 million, you know what I mean? They've got making fight opponents who ain't gonna take more than $1 million just to balance the books. You gotta keep it a bean. Why do you think HBO and Showtime are out the game? Why are people trying to make out that what I'm saying isn't nothing more than the truth? Tim Smith from the PBC said that's why they're not going to make Spence and Crawford. Bob Arum said the same thing. And Steve Espinosa. The network said it, and two of the big promotional outlets said that. The money isn't there. They can't generate that kind of money in America. All that talk that Tank is the face of boxing is absolute nonsense. Fury took 120 million. $120 million worth of purse money against Usyk. Gervonta hasn't earned that in his whole career. 120 million one fight. If you're not fighting on Riyadh season right now, right? And that includes Canelo, yeah? I don't know Canelo. See, the Canelo fans have just become the most deluded bunch of twats. You can't talk to them, rhyme or reason about anything. What a bunch of twats. And really think they're knowledgeable, you know what I mean? Like, we're on the right side of history and you're not. And they really believe it. And they're the biggest bunch of fucking twats, man. What a bunch of wankers. Canelo's biggest purse is how much? What's his biggest guarantee? It's not more than 45 million for the third Golovkin fight. Usyk's got that kind of bag from the last fight with Klitschko. He's got that kind of bag. There's no one outside Riyadh season who can say they're the face of boxing. They're saying Terence Crawford's pay-per-view was a flop. It wasn't a flop, man. Do you know how much different outlets put that on pay-per-view on DAZN? It wasn't a flop. It wasn't not a flop. Come on now. Come on now. You know what I mean? People like some people, yeah, they kind of like position their point on the debate like I voted in or we voted Turkey al-Sheikh in. We didn't vote no one in. He just happens to be the guy providing the ammunition. Yeah? That's the guy you get behind in the war right now. In the promotional war and the network war, you get behind this guy. And if they stop producing, we'll look to the next person who's getting it in. It's as simple as that. There's no favorites game here. There's no, oh, we love Turkey al-Sheikh. There's no that. He's the one providing the entertainment, the content. It's no more simple than that. Yeah? And all these like boxing fans with the protest vote, there is no, this isn't politics, bro. This is sport. This isn't politics. This is sport. This is sport. The fighters have a short time in the ring to make big money. That's why Wilder's getting his ass whooped now in fights he can't win. Because he doesn't have long left at this level. And he turned down 120 million a few years back. Yeah? And he better hope that wife of his isn't too vindictive and try to wipe him out. Now they're on bad terms. It's as simple as that, man. It's as simple as that. You know, that Pitbull Cruz fight generates, well, the Ryo, who is he going to fight? Ryo next? It's just not going to happen, man. It's not going to get the returns. It's not going to get the returns that will make the execs at the network think, well, oh, we need to keep these guys on for another season and give them more dates. It's not going to do it. It's not going to cut it. We've seen that fight already, and Tank won. We've seen that fight already. Yeah? You need to fight fresh opponents. Whether that's Devin or Shakur, you need to fight them guys. We know Loma ain't got to ask for it no more. He used to want that fight, but he ain't got to ask for it no more. You know what I mean? Old and scared now. Happens. Let's get it. Alex Bellotti, did you train or box in your younger years? Were you just a fan and naturally became a historian? Yeah, I did a bit. I don't really like talking about. I did a bit. Did a bit. Nothing special. But yeah, should I'm just here doing my job, son. You know what I mean? We'll get the bio. We'll get the bio later. PVC are getting exposed even more now with Turkey's offers. Indeed, doesn't. That's all it is doing. It's the exposure is bringing not just the like all of them like Tank and Canelo and Timzu as well. Actually, Timzu looked like he's running from Crawford, isn't it? Running from Crawford because he's not as technically good as Madrimov. Yeah, Terrence beheads him. Terrence beheads that guy in 9. He beheads him. I want to watch that as well about Adam Smith in October as well, Toby. I definitely want to go watch that. Yes, I agree, Sylvester. In the next 6 months, Tank versus Shakur, or just call it off. Call it off. Is Tank fighting Edwin De Los Santos? Is that what they're saying? That's not a bad fight. If you can get one up on Shakur and get a stoppage, I don't mind that fight. I don't mind it. Edwin's a decent fighter, you know. Edwin's a decent fighter. He'll get knocked out by Tank though. Tank will knock him out. Tank will knock him out. Edwin De Santos fighting Tank, yeah? Or is that the fight you want to see, Chris? Or is that the fight next? Japan to Davis. Let's have a look. Tank Davis. They've got it as a hypothetical earlier. Oh, you want to see it? I get you, Chris. I hear you. You want to see it? Nathan, do you think Craig Richards and Felix Cash are done? Inactivity made them look old and slow. Oh, I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? One loss for Felix Cash. He's not done. They need to buck the trend on the inactivity, or you possibly could be right. Yeah, they could be done. I mean, the inactivity, it don't help you. It doesn't. There's nothing to gain from it. You're not getting better. You're getting older. You know what I mean? I mean, Felix Cash got smashed by Tyler Denny. You see Tyler catching with that shot, rocked him all over the place, bro. He couldn't believe it. He really didn't think. No, neither did I. Yeah? He thought that one stoppage, Tyler Denny couldn't hurt him. And there's nothing you can do about that. Right? Everybody is affected by the history or the reputation of those they meet. No matter what you want to say. Yeah? If you meet someone in the ring with 40 fights and 40 knockouts in 2 rounds, it don't matter if they say they cherry picked all the bums in the world for him to fight. You're still gonna be looking at that number. That number's still gonna be in your head. 40 wins, each one in 2 rounds or less. There's nothing you can do about that. So when Felix Cash fought Tyler Denny, 1 fight, 1 stoppage win, in how many fights? Nearly 20 fights or whatever it is. You're going to fight accordingly to what you think the script says, that he can't punch. And you're going to take chances that you might not take if you were fighting somebody with a bigger punching reputation. Yeah, Tyler worked him over. The body shots worked him over. And the headshot that spun him up, oh yeah, he didn't look nowhere near the guy who beat Denzel Bentley, did he? He didn't look nowhere. And Craig Richards, I was like, when's Craig gonna warm up? Like Craig, like Willie just styling him. I said, like, how Willie styling you, Craig? Inactivity. And Joshua Buatsi, he better stop talking about Anthony Yard. Right? The other day, we haven't seen him on social media for ages. And then all of a sudden, we got 4 or 5 videos where you talking about Anthony Yard and you're fighting Willie. Listen, Willie ain't going over there to make up numbers, yeah? Frank wants Willie to beat up Buatsi, yeah? Take that WBO interim belt and freeze Yard out, yeah? You go where you want to go, Anthony. We don't care. We got Willie now. That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. And there's Tunde saying that whatever Frank's doing doesn't affect us. To me, it seems like they're affected already. They're affected already. When's the last time Anthony fought? Sylvester, what's my opinion on Bentley's comeback? I tell you what, yeah? Felix is too good for a certain level. Not Felix. Denzel is too good for a certain level of domestic opponent. If you put Derek Says or Saze, and he's a tough dude, he's strong. You know what I mean? Got them good West African genes, you know what I'm saying? I'm strong. You know what I mean? I'm strong. Derek's strong. I've seen him fight a few times. Derek's a strong dude. But he took 1 chance too many against Denzel. You know what it was? Derek didn't realize that Denzel was such a good counterpuncher. But Denzel's been working hard in his craft. You know what I mean? And he's looked really good in his last 2. Looked really good, man. Looked really good. He wants the Johnny Beck fight as well. I would back that. I mean, like, try and get Frank to bring Johnny Beck over to the UK. Talk to your man, Bob Arum. You know what I mean? We bring him back over here. Yeah. Why not? Copper Box. Is that an O2 Arena fight? Johnny Beck? Probably not Johnny Beck not popular at all, man. Johnny Beck, there was a lot of talk about Johnny Beck is going to do this and that, and he just hasn't captured the attention of anybody, really, has he? Let's keep it real. And then he fainted on the scales last time, didn't he? Clearly shouldn't be at 168. I mean, at 160. Clearly shouldn't be there. Yeah, we'll have to see. As impressed as I have been with Felix's last two, Danny Dignam and Derek Osaze are not supposed to be in his class. Troy Williamson called him out on Twitter. I put my 2 cents in. I said, it's a backward step for Denzel. No disrespect to Troy, but it's a backward step. You know what I mean? Denzel needs to be fighting the best of the best. If he's going to go domestic, he's got a few options actually. You can maybe go after Nathan Heaney, who pulled an upset off against him, but he had issues, didn't he? I think he had his newborn, and he couldn't divide his time between concentrating for the fight, and I think the kid was sick. He was worried about his sick baby. Not an excuse. Not an excuse. But Denzel's a good fighter. You know what I like about Denzel? He came back from that Felix Cash defeat, and it was a bad defeat. He got hammered that day. Got hammered badly. But he's came back. You know what I mean? Boxing's nice. When you're on top, and even like somebody that beats you boxing, yeah, listen, when you've got someone who you're better than, and you're sparring them, and you're landing all types of punches, and you're able to get time to think, and your muscle memory's kicked in, and you're doing what you've been coached to do. Yeah, it's nice being in that position because you're in control. But it's the nights where it doesn't go your way, and you catch the L, and you catch the hands, which is more than likely going to happen to probably the vast majority of fighters. I know the fans don't want to hear it. The fans expect you to go and be flawless every time you go in there. And the likelihood that's going to happen for any boxer is very low. Even Mayweather had very hard days at the office. Yeah? And he came back very well from that Felix Cash defeat. Very well. So he's got the character. Derek Osaze, it was pretty bad for him, wasn't it? Like, that was a serious flipping stoppage, man. Like, Denzel clapped him with that right uppercut, and he couldn't see how hurt Derek was. But that final right hand that hit him, Derek was out of it, man. Derek's legs were like, I've seen Derek fight a few times. Derek way durable than that. But when you get hit with a shot like that, man. Oh, Bentley will beat you, Bank. Bentley will beat you, Bank. Bentley will beat you, Bank. You know what I mean? At this stage here, Bentley beats him. Bentley got good counter punching skills right now. He's got a bit of a back foot game, and he can be aggressive. He put Marcus Morrison away quick time. He took Chris the distance. I tell you what, man, I put my money on Denzel Bentley to beat Chris Eubank right now. Yeah, I put my money on Denzel. It's a good matchup, actually, Sylvester. Who you got? I like that matchup. Yeah, he could run it back with Cash. I think he beats Cash this time, though. I think he beats Cash. But maybe Felix will be thinking, I did it once, I can do it again. Felix looked like a beast that time. A lot of people will see like accusing like Tony Sims, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are saying that off the juice, he doesn't look the same. Yeah, man. Alex Bellotti. Bentley will not beat Eubank. Similar level, but Eubank is a bit better in every department apart from IQ. Nah, Eubank won't beat him, bro. You won't beat him. Liam Smith wouldn't beat Denzel Bentley at 160. Denzel will beat him, bro. Trust me, Denzel will beat him. Denzel will beat him. It's a good fight, actually, Alex. To be honest, it's actually a very good fight. I would love that fight to happen. But you see, Eubank, he's going over to Sky to mug off Ben Shalom, isn't it? I mean, we got Chris Eubank, yeah, man, big fights. No, Chris, no, Ben. He's gone over there for you to put him in with Butters, Potato Boy, and Nyam Outhead. That's who he's gone over there to fight. Nyam Outhead, Butters, and Potato Boy. Chris is going over there to fight the worst opponents he can fight for the most money. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah, he's gonna fight the worst opponents he can, and he's gonna sniff around to see if Conor Ben wants to fight for big money, and what other maybe opportunities where you can assess the risk reward and get PAID. Yeah, he's fighting for money. Bentley fighting for money, but Bentley wants to tear him up in there. Bentley wants to beat him up. Bentley's active, bro. Bentley is active. I put my money on Denzel Bentley. Yeah? Even Nathan Heaney would give Chris Eubank trouble until Chris landed a big punch. I like the matchup, though. Sylvester needs to see what Eubank turns up. Hey, listen, the longer it goes, listen. Let's look at let's be realistic, man. You know what I mean? Let's do that. Let's do that. Chris Eubank Jr. Now, let's be realistic, people. Let's be realistic. All right, since 2022. No. Let's go back first. Since 2021, all right, since October 2021, he's had 3 fights. 3 fights. Marcus Morrison took him the distance easy. Denzel Bentley smoked Marcus Morrison. Yeah? Denzel Bentley, since 2021, how much fights has he had? Let's have a look. Let's have a butcher's mate. Let's have a butcher's. Our butcher's me old son. Right, he fought 3 times in 2022, including Johnny Beck. He fought 3 times in 2023 and won 7 times. How much times did I say Chris fought? That's over double the amount of fights, bro. If you listen, that's gonna play into anyway. Anyone put money on Eubank, you're mugging yourself off, bro. Do you know how hard Denzel trains? Denzel ain't no little skippy from around the corner. Denzel trains hard. He trains hard with Bowers. He trains very hard. He's fit all the time. Yeah? Denzel ain't eating donuts or whatever, yeah? Or in casinos. Denzel ain't in casinos, bro. Denzel needs to get that bread. He didn't have the privilege of getting promotion of his dad's name. Denzel has to be on his game right now. On his game. If he don't beat Eubank is going to be in such a fight. You'd have to wonder if he still wants to carry on. Denzel will take him in to the jungle regardless. Denzel's a hungry fighter. Denzel's got his little youth. Not just going to let Chris. I'm telling you. 7 fights. How much did I say Chris had? 7 fights since 2021. Yeah? 7 fights. Chris, 3 fights. 3 fights. More than double. More than double. Yeah, only 3, Sylvester. Nathan, he says, man, I got to my bed. You retired OAPs have a good life. Hey, listen, man. Chris, like all, but he's fighting for money. But Chris, right now, Chris, listen. Don't back fighters who turn down perfectly good fight. Chris could have fought Johnny Beck for the 2 titles, bro. And he said no. He told the WBO, withdraw me. Withdraw me from the mandatory position. He turned down Canelo. Yeah? And tried to blame it on inactivity why he didn't take the fight. He don't want it like that. Chris wants fights, and everybody wants a fight they believe they can win. But Chris is like blatant with it. He's like very obvious what he's trying to do. I think Denzel beats him. Too sharp is Denzel's name. He'd be too sharp for him. Yeah? He'd be too sharp. Chris needs to get real. Who that girl there? Is that Phoebe? It looks like her. All good, all good, all good, all good. Them inactive fighters, man. The liabilities. Especially the ones who deliberately make themselves inactive, have good opportunities and say, nah, I'm going to stay on the side. I'll stay on the side and not fight. Appreciate it, Lisa, for sharing the content on Twits. Yeah, he's awful at hiding it, Sylvester. You know what I mean? He's awful at hiding it. Okay. Surreal after his father's death, Jake LeMond prepares to fight without him. Is that his son? Is his son in the ring? Okay. Serhii Borashuk, who recently lost a dodgy one to Virgil Hartis. He's moving on to the Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury undercard. All right, so they're building up an undercard for the 21st now. Nice one. They got an opponent? No opponent yet. So he's being rewarded because of the performance. Nice one, Turkey. See, Turkey won't just disregard you if you lose. You know what I mean? You won't do that. You look at the circumstances of the performance. He was a 5-1 underdog. I didn't realize that. Yeah, see, Turkey wants good fighters over there, and Birdchuck is a good fighter. That's it, Turkey. That's it. Get the good fighters over there. Get the good fighters, and he can match that guy up in all types of fights. You know what I mean? Anyone get them Joe Joyce flies this time of the summer? You know the flies that are really slow, like they don't even attempt to move when you swat them. Got the worst reactions of any flea. Who knows what flies I'm talking about? The real slow flies. You want to feel? I mean, you don't even have to kill them. You can just like swat them out of the windows and stuff because they just slow as anything. Like them flies like they smoke weed or something, man. Weed smoking flies, man. Oh, they're cluster flies, yeah. Lisa laughing, Joe Joyce flies. Leave Joe alone, beats. So. Yeah. Souza, were you a fan of the Klitschko's? Yes, I was. Listen, Tyson did his thing, man. He stepped up and done his thing. Yeah, I was a fan of the Klitschko's. I was a fan. I was frustrated by them as well. Not Vitali, but Vladimir. The Povetkin performance and some of the The clutch fist, I wasn't happy about at all. I wasn't happy about, but I always appreciated that they were champions. I always appreciated that. And I'm over the opinion that you don't get into all this bitching. Oh, they'll throw them off the networks. No, get a fighter, develop a fighter you believe can knock them off. That's how you're supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Cluster flies. Yeah, they're slow. Why are they so slow? What is up? Let me do a little research into cluster flies, man. Are they lacking some of the senses, like reflex, reaction senses or something? Oh, I'm sorry. They do not lay eggs in human food. Yeah. They parasite earthworms, the females, the eggs near earthworm burrows, and the larvae feed on the worms. They make their way through doors and windows, around those electrical outlets, and around roofs, eaves openings. They release an unpleasant odor and may stain surfaces when they're squashed. They can also be released outdoors or vacuumed up. Yeah. Strange fly. It's the strangest flies, man. It is weird. Vlad versus Povetkin was terrible. It was an awful fight, Lisa. Sosa, he still has nightmares from a Coley Chamberlain. I still have nightmares from Johnny Nelson versus Carlos de Leon, man. That one wasn't Johnny's crowning moment. It sure wasn't. Horrible fight. What's other ugly fights, man? There's been some real stinkers, man. There's been some real stinkers. I remember in the 80s sitting up to watch Sportsline on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Or was it Wednesday or Thursday? I think probably Wednesday. It was probably Wednesday. Frank Bruno was fighting Phil Brown from the United States. Royal Albert Hall. So program starts. I say, yeah, watch some boxing. It's all good. Sorry to inform you, we will not be showing the Bruno versus Phil Brown fight. And they never said a reason why, you know. They just said they're not showing the fight. I can't remember what they replaced it with. And I was pissed as anything. And you know something? I found out years later. I can't remember where I read it. The BBC didn't put that fight on because it was a delayed recording because of how boring it was. Because of how boring it was. And they still got that fight in their vaults. You know what I mean? No one's seen it. But what I don't understand, like, is you know, they got to pay for them fights. It's not free. You got to pay. You got to pay Bruno. pay Phil Brown, and you got to pay the promoter. What you do with the footage is up to you. Why are you going to pay all that and not show it? They won't do that like for any other sport. A single out boxing that was too boring. In whose eyes? Let us watch the boring fight. That's what we're paying our license. I'm paying my license to watch boxing. And you're not showing me the boxing now. He went the distance. Leon, what's up, Leon? He says, who have I got for Wardley Clark? He's leaning towards Clark on points. I'm leaning towards Wardley if his nose is healed properly, which I'm not sure it has. By stoppage, though. By stoppage. Regis Progrades versus Zorilla was a stinker. But you have to be hardcore to have watched that, says Souza. Yeah. It's license fee payers' money they've wasted, not theirs, yeah. You know, you're not showing me the fight. They had to put something else on. It's crazy. Why should they get the option not to televise the fight? Because they think it's too boring. T.O. versus Haney, says Adam Hurley. It's all talk until it happens, isn't it? It's all talk. Listen, T.O. ain't fighting Devin, man. T.O. not fighting Devin. T.O. not going near anything called Black American with a jab and movement. Not going anywhere near it. Because he knows what's going to happen, innit? He knows what's going to happen. Although, you know, obviously Devin coming off that beat down. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I think Devin beats him. I think Devin beats T.O. I think Devin beats him handily. As long as Devin can still take a relatively decent punch, I think he beats him handily. At 140. T.O.'s at his depth. Devin making him look stupid. Adam Hurley, he thinks it's a 50-50. The only way I can agree with that is if I take into account what happened to Devin last fight. You know what I mean? Well, big up still. All right. What we got? Maurice Brady has announced his retirement. He's done with it. Obviously, he fought last time out when Fury was beaten by Usyk, Riyadh season in May. Been champion a few times. Some say he gave Usyk his toughest fight, but lost the majority decision to Usyk. Yeah, big up Bradis. He was a good fighter. Definitely a good fighter. What else we got? Alright. Bradis, big up Bradis. What else we got? Okay, we got this Matchroom card. Monte Carlo. Is that where the Edward Vasquez Cordina fight was? Was that in Monte Carlo? Man, Joe struggled in that, man, didn't he? Struggled. December the 14th. We return to the magnificent Salas de Etoilas for the first time since 2016. Alright, they're still waiting to announce the full lineup. People telling Joe not to take the fight, but you know, I mean, Joe's getting on. If you can get a direct link to a title shot. Okay, what else we got, people? I couldn't find the Abdullah Mason fight. A lot of people are high on Abdullah Mason, and he does look good. I need to see more. I need to see the step up first. Sosa, do you believe the rumors that Daniel Kinahan is involved behind the scenes in this weird season? I'm talking about. Why would I believe that? Why would you believe it? Right? Where were you getting that from? He wasn't even, was he over that part? He was in the Middle East, but where was he? Why would they get involved with Kinahan knowing that he could kill the whole operation by being aligned to him? Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Wow. It's going to be a huge event, isn't it? It's going to be absolutely huge. Hard to say, man. If Mike catches him early, who knows? I still can't find this Abdullah Mason fight. Okay. What my stories out here, people? What my stories? We're talking about boxing. Do you guys enjoy the Christian and Billy Sergey Derevyachenko fight? What did you think? Are you amongst those writing off in Billy based on that performance. I'm not writing him off. What he done okay. But then again, if you watch my breakdown, I more or less predicted how the fight would go. I didn't see him Billy looking good against Derevyanchenko because nobody looks good against Derevyanchenko. Okay. Oh, you fell asleep after the Makhdamov fight. Okay. What did you think of him? Makhmadov. He's kind of like in no man's land, isn't it? In no man's land. What's the time now? Oh, Jared Hurd versus Rosario, I believe, Adam Hurley. Yeah. Is it what's the title called? Is it Pro Box? Not much news. Not much. Not a stack of it anyway. Oh, who did he say has no heart? Who did Tim say has no heart? Not Makhmadov, surely. Makhmadov's got heart. He just don't have ability. Who did he say? And Billy ain't got no heart? Or Makhmadov? Makhmadov, nah. Tim, I mean, like, what do you want him to do? The guy's eye was swollen shut. He's got, for one, he's got Tourette's, and my question is why do they let people with Tourette's in the ring? I don't think if you've got Tourette's, if you've got that condition, you should be in the ring. I don't think you should be in the ring. You're twitching like that every second. I'm not surprised to find out he's got Tourette's. When I first saw him, just looking at his face, there's something not quite right there. There's something not right. I can't put my finger on what that is, and I'm not trying to. But there's something not quite right with that guy. 100%. Yeah, he got done up properly, didn't he? What's the time, people? What's the time? Big up, Tom. Right. I'm going to draw a line under this one, people. Might do another one tomorrow. But I'll try and get more material. I can't think of nothing else to talk about, really. Yeah, it's about that time, people. All right. Peace out.